Adelaide has defeated Gold Coast by 48 points at Adelaide Oval on Saturday night. But the victory came at a cost, with skipper Taylor Walker becoming the latest victim of the Crows' hamstring crisis. The Crows, 4-2, opened up a 45-point lead at halftime, getting home 16.14, 110 to 9.8, 62, in front of a crowd of 44,835. Reigning best and fairest Matt Crouch didn't miss a beat in his first game since the grand final rematch with Richmond in round 2. Crouch had 14 of his 30 disposals in the first quarter. Wayne Malera was outstanding for Adelaide across half-back, the 20-year-old racking up 33 disposals, easily eclipsing his previous high of 23. Richard Douglas and Tom Lynch, of the Crows variety, kicked 3 goals each, while Rory Laird, 34 disposals, and Bryce Gibbs, 31, continued their strong starts into the season. Crows coach Don Pike was pleased his side backed up after last week's gutsy win over Sydney at the SCG. "It was important for us after last week, which was a really good and solid win up in Sydney, to come back home and play well," Pike said. "We were disappointing the last time we were here. The Crows lost to Collingwood in round 4, and our focus was to consistently play some of the footy we stand for." Watch Stuart Dew's post-game presser in their 6th game of a 10-game road trip to start the season. The Suns made some critical errors in defense to allow several simple goals. David Swallow, 32 disposals, 4 tackles and 3 goals, was a bright spot for the Suns. Former Crow Jared Lyons, 25, and Litchie Weller, 25, worked hard, and veteran Michael Barlow, 23 disposals, was solid in his first game of the season. Suns captain Tom Lynch had a tough night, failing to kick a goal as he dealt with plenty of physical pressure. A 6-goal-to-1 second quarter for the Crows was the difference. Adelaide smashed Gold Coast in tight, winning contested possessions by 20 in the term on their way to the comfortable lead at halftime. "We need to start games of football better than we did tonight," Suns coach Stuart Dew said. "Our contested ball in the first half was -28, so whether you're playing last year's grand finalist or Wooden Spooner, it's not going to cut it." He asked for a response at halftime, but really you're trying to peg back the score, but it's tough. To their credit, the Suns ramped up their effort, booting 4 of the first 5 goals of the third quarter to spark some life into the contest, but the Crows always had an answer. Medical room Adelaide, skipper Taylor Walker left the game in the second quarter with hamstring awareness. "That was probably a bit my decision. The medical staff spoke to me at halftime and said he was a bit tight, and for me, it was take no risks with him. We'll scan that, and see how it comes up," Crows coach Don Pike said. Midfielder David McKay finished the game on the bench after reporting soreness in his hip and glute. Gold Coast defender Rory Thompson rolled his ankle in the first quarter. He came off the ground for attention, but returned to play the rest of the game. Next up, the Crows have their second of 4 straight games at Adelaide Oval when they host Carlton next Saturday night, 7:10 p.m. a CST. The Suns are off to Mars Stadium to face the Western Bulldogs in Ballarat next Saturday, 1:45 p.m. AEST. Adelaide 4.4, 10.7, 13.9, 16.14, 110, Gold Coast 2.1, 3.4, 7.6, 9.8, 62, goals Adelaide, Douglas 3, Lynch 3, Walker 2, Gallucci 2, Knight 2, Seedsman, Ellis Yeoman, Crouch, McGovern. Gold Coast, Swallow 3, Lonergan, Miller, Sexton, Ainsworth, Barlow, Martin. Best Adelaide, Malera, Laird, Gibbs, Crouch, Atkins, Talia, Lynch. Gold Coast, Swallow, Lyons, Miller, May, Barlow. Injuries Adelaide, Walker, hamstring, Gold Coast, TBC reports, TBC umpires, Gavin, Ryan, John Funya. Official crowd, 44,835 at the Adelaide Oval.